Welcome to High Level Barber Talk, the number one talk show that empowers creatives to thrive in life and business. Each discussion is tailored around hair education, business, and personal growth. Host Larissa Diamond interviews different hair professionals, experts, and thought leaders. High Level Barber Talk is the comprehensive platform that sparks momentum, ignites creativity, and influences massive impact. Today we have Tha Barber, also known as Mr. Dope Fades, here with us. T is an acclaimed staple in Columbia, Tennessee, with over 25 years in the hair industry. He is the owner of Finish and Touch Barbershop and Dope Fades Apparel. Nestled near downtown Columbia, T has established a successful brand and business that mirrors his integrity. Known for his participation and support in the community, T is a primary resource for promoting local businesses and bringing people together. He's a member of Maury Chamber of Commerce and a graduate of Maury Leadership Class of 2023. I am truly grateful to be connected to T and witness the passion he has behind serving others. Let's welcome my friend and mentor, Tha Barber. Oh, T, I am so excited to interview you. You know I admire you, and I appreciate our friendship and everything that you do.
All right. And I admire you too.
Thank you, T. That means a lot coming from you.
Yeah.
Tell us about your journey and becoming a barber.
Well, when I was in high school, probably, I guess, 10th grade maybe, my daddy, he actually went to barber school himself when he got out of Vietnam. And he always had clippers around the house. So I had a beard in high school.
At like what age?
Probably 11, probably middle school. I probably had a beard at 11. But anyway, when I got older, when I got in high school, you had to do maintenance in between haircuts. So I started maintaining my beard myself.
Oh, wow.
And that just kind of got me into inquiring about I ain't cutting hair. So when I used to go to the barbershop, I would always watch the barbers, see what they do, what moves they do, things like that.
So did you go to your dad's barbershop? Like the local barbershop sit? Okay.
My daddy used to cut my hair. He cut his hair and he used to cut my hair. Yeah, until I got old enough where I I gotta go to barbershop.
What kind of haircut did you have back then? What kind of haircut did you have in high school, TT?
Box. I had a box.
You had
in middle school, yeah. And in high school, I had a fade, like a wave length fade, with a beard. Yeah, if I find a high school picture, you can upload it right here at this spot.
I can upload it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Oh, go ahead.
But yeah, that kind of got me, interested in cutting hair. And I was just let me see if I can do this. And I got a hold of one of my little cousins, and man.
And it was over.
I had a lot of them little cousins too.
Oh, what clippers did you use to do your first haircut?
Some walls. Some old, some walls. There's some with all the guards,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some walls.
Okay.
And some Andy eyeliners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a pair of them. That's why I used to, hook my face up with those. Yeah.
Oh, that's like refreshing to hear that, because I know a lot of people like upcoming in the industry, when they look at where you are now, and then they're starting out, sometimes they can be intimidated about the journey. Like starting out cutting hair, because not only do you have to, get your license, you got to learn the technique and all of that. But I think that more upcoming artists need to know, like starting from the beginning, most of us do, and then we just practice and be consistent. Yeah.
So I actually went to a barber school where that's all we did was cut hair. They just put us out there and made us cut hair. We was in the middle of the hood. And they had $5 haircuts, and we cut hair all day, especially on Friday and Saturday. Oh man, we cut hair for 8 hours straight.
Oh wow, you got a lot of practice in barber school.
We got a lot of practice in barber school. A lot of practice, yes.
All right, what inspired you to open Finish and Touch Barbershop, and how was Dope Fades Apparel initiated?
All righty, so Finish and Touch Barbershop started this way. Me and Rory Gant was at this local barbershop in town, and we was paying, this was 1998. We was paying $100 a month.
$100 a week. Okay, that's the year. Okay.
We was paying $100 a week booth rent in 1998. $100 a week. So 99 roll. Let me see. Yeah, 99 roll around, and the guy was like, "Hey, I'm going up $25 a week." So
this was the booth rent.
Booth rent.
Okay.
So that was gonna be $125 each a week. So that was $500 a month, not including the months that had 5 weeks.
Right.
So me and him both like, man, that's $1,000 we're gonna be paying him.
Yeah.
We can get our own shop. Now keep in mind, we didn't have a key or nothing. We had to come when he come, leave when he leave.
What hours was the
whatever hours he wanted to be there.
Oh, wow.
That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
You know, he had some decent hours, but you know, we couldn't stay. If he was ready to go, it's time to go.
Right.
Make that your last head. Let's go. And so we was like, back then rent was cheap. Like you get a 1,200 square foot building for $300 a month. You know,
wow.
Yeah. So we
this is 98.
Yeah, 98. Yeah. So we could get out. We like, man, we get our own space.
Yeah.
So we started looking for buildings to rent, and then I found this particular location here where we are now, and I got in touch with the owners, and they was wanting to sell it. It was a vacant building, windows busted out, you know, but it had potential.
Yeah.
And so I went to the bank, got a business plan together, and purchased a building. And in the midst of that, like I'm 20, 21.
To have that mindset, right? You were 21 at the time.
Yeah. Well, I just knew we needed to do something. I didn't think I was going to own an actual building.
Got you. Yeah.
And be the owner of a building and do all that. I'm just thinking like, look, we can get our own place and do our own time, our own everything, have our own key. And so we was young, so people used to be like, oh, they sell dope up there, you know, because we were young guys with a barbershop. So we used to be like, no, we don't sell dope. We sell dope phase. So that's where the dope phase come from. And then, so it was not a brand then at that time. So I bought the shop in 2000. And so that was the stereotype on the street. So we used to say it all the time. We sell dope phase. We sell dope phase.
Yeah.
So maybe 2005, I started selling clothes, but I'd always wanted my own brand. So in 2017, I finally was able to afford to make dope phase a brand.
In 2017.
17 years later, yeah. Wow. Yeah, a lot of haircutting in that
time.
A
lot of haircutting in that time, and just remaining consistent and and keeping that vision that you wanted, you know? Yeah.
Well, you know, when you set your goals, like when you can just, I didn't write none of this down. It was just a goal in my head.
Yeah.
Like, you know how some people say you got to write it down, right? You need to write it down.
Yeah.
All this
and
that.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. 17 years later, I still made it happen, and I didn't write it down.
You didn't necessarily have to write it down, but it's a goal that you had in your head. But I feel like with my generation, and it's not just my generation, it's just the era in general, it's a lot of like instant gratification. And I think a lot of that is from social media, but it's also from like the environments too. Like it depends on the environment that you're in, but that's really refreshing to hear that. Like for you to say 17 years, because after like 6 months,
it was a long time.
My generation be like, listen, I'm tired of doing this. I ain't making yet. I ain't making millions, and like they'll quit, you know?
Yeah.
Share some challenges you faced, I guess from now, I said at the beginning of your career, but you can talk about in the midst of those 17 years, because that was from basically you starting out, let's say 97 up until 2017. What are some challenges that you faced in that time frame, and how did you overcome them?
Like typical challenges is I would say the main challenge was money management. You know, just learning how to manage my money, and then learning how to manage my time.
Yeah.
So when you kind of like as an entrepreneur, when you learn how to manage money and time, you're gonna be ahead of the game. Like that's how I was able to start dope phase, was learning how to manage my money.
Yeah.
And having the money to bring my vision to light without having to ask anybody to put money behind my vision. You know. And then the money management it means a lot. It's like that financial freedom that everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you get that, you can make your dreams. You know, because money make things happen. You make your dreams come to light. And you got some money.
Oh yeah, when you can finance your
own vision. Yeah, you good. Yeah, you Gucci. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's some challenges for sure. You know, owning a building, you know, of course I had several challenges. Needing a roof, needing paint outside, needing, you know, all that stuff comes into play when you own a building per se versus renting, you know.
A lot of barbers that come out of school, like, we're not really educated on how to manage your finances.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people that start cutting hair don't come from families that are entrepreneurs or small business owners. So you thinking to yourself, like, I'm getting all this money, you know, I'm getting thousands or whatever in a week or whatever the case may be. And then you're wondering why you're not actually growing, like, you know, because the money is coming in and it's like going right back out. TT, y'all, we got Mr. Dope Fade to today. Do you believe success is a destination, or do you see success as a journey? How do you define success as a serial entrepreneur?
To me, I think success is more of a journey than a destination.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because, you know, a destination, you go into one particular place. Journey, you just own the journey. You're going along the path.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really don't have a destination. You're just going along like, we're gonna go on this journey across the country. We ain't set a destination. We just set across the country.
Right.
So throughout that journey, you're gonna grow in different areas, and then you're gonna find different areas in your life that you need to get rid of, things of that nature. So that's gonna make out how successful you be.
Yeah.
You know, as you go on that journey. So I think it's more of a journey, but you know, everybody can have, like, I'm also the person who thinks that everything is not really cut and dry, like right or wrong. So somebody else might think success is look, I want to do this, and now I'm gonna be successful. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
I think, like, success is it depends on the person, because it first depends on, like, what is your version of success, like, what is success to you? And I think everybody has a different version of success.
Yeah.
But with that question overall, I can see that being like, it's a journey.
Yeah, because see, like, the 17 years. You know,
it
took me 17 years to, you know, and that wasn't. You know, that was just on the journey. You know what I mean? It was on the journey. And all the other things I want to do is on the journey. Like flipping a house, building a house from ground up and selling it. That was a thing I wanted to do on my journey.
On your journey.
You know, of success. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like on your journey, like, you learned different things along the way that also took you down other paths that you also wanted to do while you were on your way
to
the whatever the ultimate goal? Do you feel like it's an ultimate goal that you're trying to reach, or is it?
No, I don't think it's a ultimate goal. I don't really have now. Just, you know, to leave a legacy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And not really just a legacy of he did this, he made this type of money. A legacy more of a, you know, like you said. I admire you. You admire me. Like, I'm a mentor to you.
Yes.
More of a legacy of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he helped me in this area, and then somebody else might be like, well, he helped me in this area.
Yeah.
And somebody else might be like, well, he helped me in this area. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's really what we have when we leave here. You know what I'm saying? It's so deeper than, like, material things. It's the relationships that you build with people, and also the impact that you have on their lives.
Yeah, and that's mine. But some people might just be to make $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's they. You know, that's what they want to do. You know.
Okay, how do you maintain customer loyalty and satisfaction in both the barbershop and in your clothing brand? So how do you get customers in and keep them coming back?
Doing what you say you're gonna do. You know, that's how
doing what you say you was gonna do. Okay.
Yes. Treating others as you would want to be treated. If I say I'm gonna be here at a certain time, I'm here at a certain time. I try to keep the shop as clean as possible. You know what I'm saying? T-shirts. If somebody have an issue, or somebody don't like it, the quality or whatever the case may be, I'll give you your money back or give you another shirt or whatever the case may be.
Is the customer always right?
No, they ain't always right. No, of course not. No, I don't live by that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I would try to do what I can to please a customer.
Right, absolutely.
Not necessarily. I'm not for to bend over backwards.
Yeah.
To make you happy. Now, some cases, it's just customers dead wrong, you know. It just is what it is.
Right, but like diffusing situations and helping in ways when you like, okay, maybe you need a different size shirt. That's cool, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. And just thinking if I was in that situation, because sometimes people just ignorant. Sometimes they just think how they think.
Yeah.
They don't think how you might think in a situation. You just got to always remember that.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true. Woo, I learned that a lot. Like as far as my years in barber.
Yeah, you gotta always remember. Some people just ignorant. They just really don't know. Like they don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know that's a picture that they just brought to you.
Yeah.
And that's Hispanic hair you're looking at.
Oh my God.
And you you got coarse hair. They ignorant. They don't really. They don't make that distinct. They don't make that.
When it comes to like a client sitting in a chair, definitely if they're a first time client, I'm looking at pictures, I'm asking questions, like because a lot of times they do think like exactly how the picture looks or the case may be.
Yeah, and then that could be like an ignorant situation. They just really don't know. They don't know that can't happen like that.
Right.
They just think, that's what I want. I want to look just like this. Oh, okay.
Right. I love how you just threw that in there as far as dealing with customers, because a lot of people don't know like the amount of customer service that go into barbering and just dealing with people in general. And I realized like my background before I started cutting hair was like in retail, call center work, a lot of stuff like that. And I was using a lot of those skills. I still use them, like with being behind the chair and just servicing clients in general.
See,
you gotta know how to talk to people for sure.
Yeah, and that's what's so once if everybody can cut a fade right, and do a line up,
right.
So what separates you from that? See what I'm saying? So you gotta find things that's gonna separate you, take you even more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? True. Like so, if somebody leaves me as a customer, and go somewhere else, if I ain't did nothing extra to make them be like, well, I showed Miss T. Hey, I'm gonna have to go back over to the T. Then what am I doing? Because everybody can cut hair. Everybody can give a good haircut, and then everybody does a haircut different. Like
true.
Like some people might be like, oh, he messed my head up. No, he just didn't cut it like I cut it. He didn't necessarily mess your head up.
Yeah.
He just didn't cut it like so. Everybody cut different, and everybody can cut a good haircut.
Right.
With the exception of some, some people just can't.
With the exception, right?
But what I'm saying is most barbers can cut almost just as good as everybody else.
Right. So what's setting you apart?
What's setting you apart? How's your customer service?
And that goes on.
How's your time? How's your pricing?
Yeah.
How's your everything?
Across the board.
Yeah. How's your replying time when your customer calls you? Do you take 3 days to respond?
Hear this?
Do you
How's your
3 days?
Time? That's big.
Do you respond within 30 minutes or whatever the case may be, or do you just ignore them and don't never respond to them?
Right.
All that makes you great, makes you better. You know?
That keep you like ahead of the competition. Not just that, I just feel like that also it helps you professionally, but also personally, because it works like as a whole. Like sticking to what you say you was gonna do, your time management. I feel like that like helps in all aspects of your life.
That's your character. That's who you are.
Yes, it all adds to your character.
Yeah, that's who you are. Yeah. So
a lot of times, like with you, like how people view you in business. I watch TT. I'll just be sitting there just watching, like not in a weird way, but kind of weird. And basically,
kind of weird.
And basically, like. How you are in business, that's how you are in your personal life. Of course, like, when you're around like groups of friends, you're going to have a good time, whatever the case may be. But it's like how you structure your business life, you are an example of like your business and personal. And I just realized like when you are who you are, it kind of it's going to blend into all areas.
You tell a friend,
confusion.
You tell a friend you be there XYZ.
Right.
You 9 times out of 10, you're going to be there XYZ.
Right.
Because that's just who you are. You done became to be that person.
Yes, TT is very punctual, y'all. If you took what is it, 1 minute late?
I had a client on Saturday. First time he cut his hair. He texted me. He's supposed to be here at 2:00. Text me at 2:01. Said I'm running behind a few minutes.
Yeah.
A few minutes is 2 or 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
At 2:13, I text him, tell him he too late. Don't even worry about it. Because you only get a 30-minute spot.
Right. Wow. 30 minutes. You gave him like a 10-minute grace period.
You got a 30-minute time spot. That's your time. You already halfway,
Right.
you're not gonna have time to get a haircut because you're not gonna have me late. Because you're gonna make me late the rest of the day. Like if you get here at 2:15, you're already 15 minutes late. If I give you a whole haircut, that's gonna take me at least probably 2:45.
Right.
So now I'm 15 minutes behind on the rest of my day. For somebody who's this my first customer.
Yeah, and that's the
This is
thing.
his first
though.
time
That's
here. I
not,
don't even know you
right,
like that.
but that's the thing though. Like you didn't like waiver or whatever because he was a new customer. I think that's so important. Definitely when it's new customers, so they know like how you operate.
Yeah, so
and
we're not even gonna start that.
So much.
Yeah, we're not even gonna start that.
Yes.
We ain't gonna start that
Because then it
relationship.
just throws you behind. Like,
Yeah, he gonna feel like he can do that all the time.
Yeah.
But you know, if it was an older customer, I've been coming for years. You know, I had a little grace,
right,
a little mercy on them. But they already know.
Right.
You know, they already know. So when he got here, so he pulled up anyway because he was like right around the street. When I text him, he's like, "Oh, I'm right there. You can't see me." So I didn't even respond. He just walked in. I said, "All you got time for is line up.
Yeah.
You want to line up?"
Yeah.
And he didn't want to line up.
So yeah.
I didn't even worry about it. You know.
Yeah. I mean, going back to what you said, sticking to what you say you was gonna do. Like you're not relaxing on the standards you have for yourself or your business. So list 3 techniques you use to cultivate a positive and inclusive environment in Finish and Touch Barbershop. Y'all, we are here at the shop right now, and the environment is so cool, laid back, family friendly. I haven't had any issues. I've worked in 6. I am a barber here at Finish and Touch Barbershop. Most of y'all already know that. But I've worked in about 6 shops since I've been barbering, and I've been in like salons. I've been in big shops where it's like 18 chairs, and I've been in smaller shops. And you know, being a female barber has its challenges already. I feel like sometimes, but getting into a shop where it's like family oriented, because a lot of times as a female barber, I attract women clients, and I've had women clients in the past feel maybe uncomfortable coming into shops and stuff like that, but they would be so happy that they found the female barber, but they would feel uncomfortable. So top tier as far as the environment. Like I get clients all the time that just compliment the atmosphere and stuff like that. So how have you cultivated a positive environment? Three ways.
One thing if you notice, you know, I try to speak to everybody.
Yeah.
Try to speak to everybody that come in the shop. My client, your client, now I ain't getting a haircut client, whoever. I try to, what's up? How you doing? You know, whatever. I stick my head out, whatever. That's one way for sure. Because people like to be acknowledged.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when somebody walk in and don't know about to say nothing.
Right.
I'm gonna make my way up to that front, somewhere between a visit and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know.
Yeah, you do that all the way from the back of the shop. You're like, "How you doing? Welcome to." Yeah, you always talk to the customers.
Yeah. Another way, like when there's certain people in the shop, I try to watch my language.
Okay.
But not. I don't try to be. I don't try to be the shop that gonna tell everybody what to say, when to say it, how to say it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. Yeah. Hey, you can't say that in here, you know. But I try to just do it in a way to where if they don't see me doing it, a lot of times I just set the tone. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, I've never heard you have to do that. Like you've never had to say, really don't say this or.
Yeah, over the years, I guess it's just done. People know. I try to keep a clean shop. You know. Keep it clean. Keep the bathroom. Keep the paper towels stocked up. Things like that. You know, people notice that. Like they notice.
Oh, they definitely.
You know, they notice stuff like that. Yeah. And you know, we hear it a lot. A lot of people walk in, especially people who ain't never been in. They'll say, "Hey, this is a nice shop."
Yeah. Like, they always talk about the bathroom. They like the bathroom is so clean. We have people that come in that's not getting service that use the bathroom.
I mean, like, what you expect? They walk in like they can't believe I like they can't believe this is a nice shop. Right. I'm play black music. You know, that's what I do.
Black music.
Yeah.
Hip hop,
R&B.
Okay.
You know, but if it's ladies, older people, you know, I ain't gonna play no music with a bunch of cussing in it.
Right.
You know, and then, you know, I know like I might play R&B more than I play rap. It's kind of depending on the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, late night when it's, you know, a lot of guys in here, you know, we're gonna turn up.
Every time. You're gonna
hear all the words. You're gonna hear every word you want to hear. But you know, I'm gonna play it at a certain time.
Right,
you know,
right. Knowing when, like, it's a time for everything.
It's a time for everything.
Yeah.
It's a time for everything. Then just like the TV, you know, We might
the
be
TV,
be watching something on TV. It's on BET or something.
Right.
And ain't nobody paying attention. Yeah. All of a sudden somebody look up. Woo, turn the TV. Why is the remote at? You know, we all do that.
We all do that.
We all do that.
Yeah. Okay. What marketing, advertising, or collaborative strategies have been most effective in promoting your business?
I'm a part of different organizations, like the Mary Lance, then my bike club. You know, people know me from that. People know me from Mary Lance at the mixers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's different things over the years that I'm a part of that makes me be out in the public, in the community.
What is the Maury Alliance?
Mary Lance, that's the how would I explain it? It's like the business center of the city, like the Chamber of Commerce, like in all the cities.
And it's all the businesses. Well, they support.
They support
all the businesses in Maury County.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Pretty much.
Yeah.
You have to be a member.
Yeah.
And then they have different things like mixers and things you can go network with. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So our listeners know you are a part of the Maury Alliance.
Yeah. It's good for business. The Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. You look up the Chamber of Commerce in your city, you probably got one. And it just gets you in the loop of networking. Yeah. Because your networking means a lot, you know. I say it all the time. Get some business cards. They never go. It's never old to pull out a business card. You know, people say, well, I don't need no business card because I got my phone. Okay, that's fine, but still.
Right. Yeah. I use them. Yes, you're right. And Tia get on me like if we're out at an event, like where's your cards at? So it's help me remember like keep cards on me.
It's easier than I think it's easier than trying to pull your phone out.
Right.
And, look, follow me. Hit this QR code. You know, versus you can just here you go.
Right.
I'm T.
Yeah.
They say their name. Nice to meet you. Simple.
Yeah, but I think again that's something. I think business cards are always gonna be, you know, top tier as far as the marketing or just like a conversational piece. But everybody
for the new era.
Yes, like a lot of the new era are like actually uncomfortable. I feel like with the basic communication skills.
Yeah,
don't get on me on, but that's how I feel because like I can go into an event like you said. I'm like, hey, this is what I do, and I do a business card or whatever like that.
But everybody can't.
Yeah, some people feel like giving their social media or something like that is actually easier.
The more you build a relationship with somebody, network, they might not never come and get a haircut. But if they know you personally, they know you, they know who you are, they know you're a good person. Soon, because I mean, different reasons too. Like people have that barber they've been going to forever.
Yeah.
Or they might cut their own hair.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be. You know, it ain't just because they don't want to come to you.
Right.
You know. You know, and then it might be, and that's fine too. Right. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody got their own preference. But if they pass my name along,
how to deal with rejection.
You know, if they pass your name along, that's just as good.
Yeah.
You know, they meet somebody.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Bring up in conversation. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's true. That has happened. Like I've been like referred. Somebody has been referred to me through a person that never got their hair cut by me, but just from knowing what I do. All right, list 2 of your most memorable achievements in the hair industry over these 25 plus years.
Most definitely owning my own shop and building.
Yes.
Yeah, owning the building is like probably the most. Like you don't meet too many people. And when you in a room with especially with barbers, like you don't meet a lot of people that own their building. You know.
Yeah.
And that's like and it happened just like easy. Like it happened so easy. Like it was just okay.
Yeah.
Like so when we told the guy. No, hold on. I'll take it back. We started looking and we found the building. I probably did everything within a month. Found the owners.
In a month and 30 days?
I'm talking about everything. As a matter of fact, Mary Lance helped me write my business plan. They had a guy, they had a service. They still offer this service.
Yeah.
Free. Mary Lance, the Chamber of Commerce, they have a free service where they help you write your business plan. I knew about them before I even joined. Like I didn't join it till like 20 later on, like 2018, 19, something like I don't know.
Yeah. But you already
later in my life, but I knew who they were. Wow. Yeah, because I went there to their building.
Yeah.
And the guy there, free service, helped me write my business plan. And I probably did all this within a month. Like So when I tell people, yeah, you can own your own building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, things a little more strict now than they were then. Cause
I was gonna ask
when I did it then, like I didn't have to show proof of my income.
Wow.
Because back then they didn't have regulations on a lot of this stuff. Even when I bought my first house, I didn't have to show proof of income.
But
now you gotta show proof of income. So that's why doing your taxes is so important. Yeah, because you said something about that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good to pay your tax. Go ahead, allocate the money. That goes back to money management.
Yeah.
Manage your money.
So you can
allocate your money so you can pay your taxes, your real taxes. So you can show proof of income. So you can do stuff like buy your own building.
Yeah.
Buy your own house.
Why do you feel like some people feel like that's not possible for them? Definitely Black men or Black women that are looking to get into the industry, and not even just the barber industry, but just of getting a building for whatever it is that they want to do.
Well, when you don't manage your money right and you don't pay your proper taxes, it seems impossible. Then you got to backtrack and start back over and get a whole new plan and try it again. You know what I'm saying? So then you just like, forget it. I just rent, you know. But when you got everything in a row, doing what you need to be doing.
You mentioned this earlier, financing your own vision.
Yeah.
That's gonna stick with me way after
look,
this interview. I mean, financing your own vision.
Now this is paid for. I can give every T-shirt in here away, and I would not lose nothing because I don't owe nothing on them. They all paid for.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, every one of them away. Yeah, but that's how you want to be. Like so when you like that,
that is powerful.
When you get in that position, then it's not pressure. You don't. I don't have to go. If I go do a pop-up shop, guess what? I don't care if I sell a shirt.
Yeah.
You know, I want to. Yes, I want to make the money. I want to sell $2,000-$3,000 worth of shirts. But if I don't, I ain't no buying. You know, let's go home. Had a good day. Met a lot of people.
Right.
Did some networking. You know,
that's inspiring too.
Yeah. Got some more followers on my. You know, they might buy. Yeah, they might buy one later on.
Exactly.
You know, never know. You know, but ain't no pressure on like, man, I got this bill, I got to pay for these shirts. I wish I would have sold some.
What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs looking to start their own barbershop or clothing brand, or both?
Money management.
Money management
is at the top of the list. That's gonna be the first. That's gonna be like the absolutely first thing. Like when you learn how to manage your money, it changes. It's going to change a lot of stuff that you can do in life, you know, because, you know, you have people say money ain't everything, but guess what? All right, money might not be everything. The only thing you're going to get free is going to be the air outside you breathe. And when they figure out a way to charge you for that.
And my daddy told me, how I was brought up, my dad said, that's not even free because you got to work. So breathe in the air, you got to inhale. You can't just.
Well, it don't cost you no money. You know what I'm saying?
That's how he explained. He said none free.
This is our water now.
Yeah, I know.
Like we don't drink out the. And then even if you drink out the faucet, guess what? You paying for that. We paying for water. We don't even drink no more. Now we bougie. We got to go get the water in the bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so give them, our audience, a practical, because we know money management. Okay, money management, we got that. But give just a very basic, where can they start? Say if they're an aspiring entrepreneur, they got the drive, they got the vision, and all of that. Where can they start though?
Set yourself a schedule. 40 hours a week at least. Oh,
I love that.
At least 40-hour week schedule.
Yeah.
You need to be in the shop 40 hours a week. And if you're in the shop just sitting there chilling, you need to be either watching some videos.
Yeah. Or
networking or going out passing out business cards. That's part of your 40 hours a week. Like hit up Walmart, grocery store.
Yeah.
Just walk around wherever people be at.
Yeah.
Walk around, pass out cards. Pass out cards. Like you got to get out there and do it. You know, because it ain't who gonna do it for you if you don't do it for yourself. Like that'll be what I would tell somebody. Like put your 40 hours in a week.
Put your 40 hours in. Set a schedule.
Because if you go work for somebody, guess what you're gonna do?
You're going to put in them 40 hours.
You got to work 40 hours.
But that's the misconception of being self-employed. Like, I can work when I want. No, you have to set a concrete schedule.
Then if you want more money than 40 hours, you got to do some overtime.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, I work 50 hours a week now.
Mm-hmm.
Still to this day. 50
Still,
hours.
y'all, after 25 plus
50 hours.
years,
50 hours.
on in the building, on all of this, he works 50 hours a week.
And you know what? Most of the people I know work probably 50 hours a week for somebody else. A lot of people come in here, a lot of my customers, they work these plants. They working overtime every week. They probably doing 50 hours a week too for somebody else.
Exactly. So it's like, why
should I not? Yeah, why should I? Yeah, let me do that. Let me do that too. You know what I mean?
All right. So what are your future goals? This is actually our last question. What are your future goals and aspirations? All right. What are your future goals and aspirations for Finishing Touch Barbershop and Dope Fades Apparel?
Let me see. I would actually
5 years.
I would actually like to have a shop full of barbers, like all these barbers.
Okay.
Like from the front door to the back of the building, number of barbers, and then have Finishing Touch.
Yeah.
I mean, Dope Fades Apparel. Its own standing entity. You know, where I can do more stuff, have more things, more just more designs, more everything. Like right now, it's kind of like, you know, I ain't got the space.
Yeah.
You know, I got some more gold dreams and stuff. I got some more things I want to do. You know,
I know.
So if I had that space,
right.
But here's the key: I want to buy a building. I don't want to go rent nothing. So that way, if I'm buying,
right, and with the building, do you mean just for the dope face for the clothing? If you was to, but you want to buy?
I want to buy. I don't want to rent. Yeah. So that way, the money I'm spending on my mortgage, rent or whatever it is, right, I'm not losing it. It's like an investment into the building. So if Dope Fades don't do what it needs to do, guess what? I just sell the building, get all my money back. And then possibly years from how long I keep it, it might be worth a little bit more anyway. Right. So I might make a profit on the sale anyway. You ain't got to worry about things like that when you own your own building. Yeah. It's peaceful. Yeah. It's peaceful.
Less stress.
Yeah. And then like when I need barbers, I don't advertise I need a barber. I never have.
Why? Why you don't advertise so you need a barber?
Because I don't need now.
Right, but I'm saying, do you have to advertise?
Like
I don't feel like you have to advertise.
You have to advertise if you need, like if you need the money, the booth rent money. But I don't need it per se, right? Because I can manage it with just me. Right. Because once you know your bills, you good. You set.
You can also
and then you're gonna eventually pay it off. You're gonna pay it off one day.
Picky, like
you can be picky. You're gonna pay it off. You can do a whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
All right, I got one more question. That was the last one, but I just feel like our audience is gonna want to know this. You ready? This is a bonus.
What?
So what?
I might answer. I might not. My time is up.
Listen, how do you? I guess this would be part of your self-care regimen, but how do you keep yourself up, keep your momentum and your drive and your energy?
The money management most definitely helps with your mental, and for sure, rest. Your rest is important.
Okay, rest.
Time management. That way you ain't just all over the place. You don't know what you're gonna do. Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do every day.
Do you have a calendar?
I write everything down. Okay. I know exactly what I'm gonna do every day. I knew I was doing this interview at 2:30. Yep. Before, when you first told me, I wrote it down. So when I flip that week over, I look at every day, know what I got planned for every day. Yeah. And my day pretty much goes scheduled. Yeah. It's pretty much the same, whatever I got written down, pretty much what I do that day. But things that I eat, drinking water, exercising.
He drinks a gallon a day. Probably. Do you drink more than a gallon? Or
no, mostly about a gallon.
Oh yeah, a gallon a day.
The exercising, like all that stuff, eating, trying to be healthy once you eat, exercising, drinking water, all that goes in to make you think different. It's going to affect how you think. It's going to affect how you act. Yeah. It's going to affect how you react. It's going to affect so much stuff. But of course it takes you time. Like you ain't just going.
Should be taught in school.
You just ain't gonna eat healthy today and think you're gonna be different tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now this is something you gotta do over a time frame, and then you look back and you compare your lives. You just see where you are now and see where you were then, and then you realize, okay, all right, I see. Okay, well, maybe this is benefiting me. You know what I'm saying?
Man, thank you, TT. It was such an honor interviewing you. I want you to drop. Where can our audience find you? If you can drop your social media. Your Facebook and your Instagram.
Facebook is John Davis.
John Davis, y'all. I'm gonna link it.
You gonna link it? And
yes.
then I'm looking for my logo. I don't see it back there.
Oh,
Then Instagram is T_Tha Barber. TEE_THABARBER07. That's my Instagram. And Don't Phase Apparel, also on Instagram.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, and be on the lookout for our next upcoming episode. Peace.